Well, good morning. It's Ron. I'm back at you today. Today is July the 1st, 2025. We are halfway through the year 2025. Yeah, I'm 6 months retired. Retired on December 31st, 2024, and I'm loving it, okay? Anyways, we are back at you this morning walking our 10,000 steps. And I wanted to talk to you about several things today, but one of the things that I'm going to try to do this month is I'm going to try to walk every single day in July. Now, I may miss a few days here and there, but I'm going to try to walk all 31 days in July. And I'm going to try and get 10,000 steps each day. I'm trying to see if 1 month of this kind of activity, okay, will make a big difference or not. So I weighed myself this morning, July 1st, 2025. This is for the record. Weighed 236 pounds. So I have lost a little bit of solid weight, I guess you can say. But that's not my goal. My goal is to get healthier, okay? I was watching several YouTube videos yesterday, and one person in particular, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to go listen to what he had to say. He did an experiment very similar to what I'm doing this month, but he was a lot healthier than me, and younger too. He went into more detail about it. What he had done was he took his blood pressure every day, okay, to see if there's any significant change in that. And let's see, his resting heart rate, he checked that to see if there's any changes in that. And if you want to see what he had to say, just go down to the description here after you watch this video and click on the link to his video. It was very surprising. And he, one of the struggles he had, and it can be a struggle of somebody who's working, not somebody like me who's retired, but trying to get the time to put in to do 10,000 steps a day. That's one of the problems that people will face with trying to walk these many steps, is finding the time to do it in their busy schedule. It takes about an hour and 45 minutes to do those 10,000 steps. Now, according to him in his video, you can actually get by with less steps, okay? You could probably get by with about 7,500 to 8,000 steps, but nothing less than that to be effective. And unlike what I'm doing, you don't have to do them all at once. In fact, from what I understand, Autumn Bates said in her video about Fitbits and stuff that the Fitbit will actually remind you once an hour or so to get up and walk around for like 200, 250 steps. You can break it up as much as you want from what I understand, and it really doesn't matter as long as you get your steps in during the day. The guy that was doing the test like I'm doing, which that video is linked in the description, like I said, he actually was short a couple times while he was at home, and he finished his last 200 or 250 steps in his house. Now, there's a lot of things that could affect your performance of doing this like I'm doing for a whole month. Your schedule. I like to do mine in the morning, and I like to get my 10,000 steps in and be done with it, okay? Injury. You could have an injury that would prevent you from walking today. Like this morning, okay, my left big toe is got a little bit of a pain to it. Not too sure why. It just started when I started walking. Anyways, that could prevent you from finishing your 10,000 steps a day. I'm just kind of being careful right now. Hey, here's something I want to ask you, okay? Stretching. With this kind of low impact exercising, okay, walking, do you need to stretch? I don't know. I guess I could ask ChatGPT or go research it, but I never really gave it much thought to yesterday. There was a person that got out of their car yesterday. I don't know if they were a runner or what they were, but I noticed they stopped at one of the benches there in the parking lot and was stretching. I haven't been stretching. Tell me, do I need to be stretching when I'm walking, or is it okay? I don't know. I plan on doing more than 5 miles, okay? I've decided that I'm going to do 4 laps around this dog park, around the perimeter. Now, from nearest my calculation, 1 lap is like 1.4 miles, okay? And it's a paved trail. It's not that bad. There's a couple hills here and there, but for the most part, it's kind of level-ish, all right? So when I get done today, the mileage will be a lot different than what it has been in the past, because instead of the last little bit of mileage, okay, trying to walk around in circles at the beginning of the loop, I'm just going to do the whole loop, okay, and see what 4 laps is. And by doing that, okay, what you could do is you can actually leave your phone behind if that's what you're using to track your fitness, and not worry about this step counter and stuff, and maybe get like one of my commenters said, maybe get just like a pedometer, because Kath said, and she had a valid point, I'm holding my camera and I'm switching arms because my arms get tired, and she didn't know if the Fitbit or fitness watch would pick up my steps if I was up here having my hand stationary, holding my camera. So she had a good point. So, and they're expensive. I don't really need to monitor my blood pressure and heart rate and sleep habits, and I probably don't want to know my sleep habits. But maybe a pedometer, a cheaper pedometer that I could clip on my hat, maybe like I do my microphone here. I don't know. If you've got any experience with pedometers, let me know. And while we're on the subject of gear, okay, let me tell you what my walking attire is, okay? I'm gonna try to show it to you if I can. We'll start from the feet and go up to the head. I started using a pair of tennis shoes 10 days ago. They're New Balance. It didn't work out too well. I was wearing them with cotton socks, and the second day I walked in those shoes here, my feet, when I got home, the bottoms of them, where the balls of the toes are, were red, okay, on fire. I showed to my wife. They weren't blistered, but they were hot, okay? And they stayed hot for a long time when I was at home. So I figured there was something going on. Could be, with perspiration in your foot, cotton socks, blah, blah, blah. So I changed. I have about 3 pair of darn tough merino wool lightweight hiking socks, and I normally wear those when I hike out in the mountains, okay? And the shoes, I decided that the New Balance shoes was not a good idea. So I did have a pair of shoes. They're Alta Lone Peak 4s. You can't buy them no more. They don't sell that model, okay? But I use them also when I go hiking, because what they are is they're a trail running shoe. But I don't trail run. But they have really good gripping power. And the gripping power comes into play when I'm hiking, or doing photography around waterfalls and stuff, and I got my feet in the water. As rocks can be slippery, and these shoes here really are great for that. Okay, now they're also made for trail running. They're very lightweight, so that's what I'm wearing. Let me see if I can show you down here. I get to a bench and I'll pop my feet up. So let me show you real quick what these shoes look like. Okay, this is what they look like. Now they're pretty good shape, really. They're a drop heel shoe, which makes it a little bit easier when you're trail running, I guess. The sides of them right here, you can hardly see them because I got dark socks on, are blowed out, okay, on both of them. Let me show you the grip, the tread on them. There's the tread on them. Anyways, the sides of them are blowed out, but they're still good shoes, and they're lightweight. So that's what I'm wearing for shoes, okay. I'll try to find them on Amazon for you if you want to look at them, but there might be some other alternatives that you like Nike probably has some running shoes that are lightweight or breathable, because these are breathable. They're kind of waterproof, but what they are is they're quick shedding water. If you get your feet wet, the water will shed out of the shoe quickly. So I'm in the water pretty frequently when I'm doing waterfall photography. And then I'm wearing a pair of, I guess the best thing to do is call them athletic activewear from Walmart shorts, okay. And I got two pair. They're like $7 a piece. The last couple mornings I've been wearing a plain white t-shirt, and I bought some new t-shirts off of Amazon. Put a link in the description. They're breathable Fruit of the Loom cotton blend, okay, and I kind of like them. They are not heavy duty cotton. I'm a cotton man. I think I told you that once before. They're not that real heavy cotton, so your perspiration kind of wicks away from your body a little bit. I really like them, okay. I might get some more. And then my ball cap, okay. Today I'm wearing my ball cap. Sometimes I have a sun hat. I call it a sun hat, and it's got the little flap here at the back for protect your neck from the sun. I just bought that this year at Walmart. They were on sale, and I realized why they were on sale after I bought it and wore it a couple times. I should have taken it back. The hat size is small medium, okay. It's not big enough for my head. And I was looking at it the other day, and I put it on. I said to my wife, I said, "Hey, you notice anything funny about this hat?" She kind of looked at it. She says, "Looks a little small for your head." I said, "Yeah, look why? Because it says it's a small." So I wasn't paying much attention, but I only paid like, I don't know, $7 or $8 for it. But I like to wear that when I'm outside in the sun. You know, obviously today it's cloudy. Supposed to rain this afternoon again. And then I have a little camouflage like satchel thing that I carry my stuff in. I got a bottle of water in there, got my truck keys, and I carry my phone. My phone's in there, you know, so I don't have to carry it. And obviously I got my camera with me, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So that's what I use to record on. Here I am.
That's a big milestone.
Here I am walking the trail,
so a few things,
listening to Tim's
just a few things
live stream on my phone. Okay,
on the replay.
So I'm gonna watch it for a little while I'm walking.
This is July 1st, and the
see there, he's right there.
Aspiring Content Creator Grant application is still open, but it's only open until
How cool is that?
the end of July.
Hey, yesterday in my day 9 video, I talked to you about internet scams and phishing text messages and that. I thought of some things I wanted to add to that, and I'm going to add those in the video now. One of the things I suggest is you check your bank balance daily. Look at your transactions, okay? Look for anything suspicious. If you have a spouse and they tend to order things from Amazon or whatever, okay, ask them about it. Make sure it was them that did it. I check my bank balance daily, okay, maybe every other day, and that's how I caught the $30 I told you about yesterday, is I was checking my bank balance. So another thing I want to bring up is purchasing things with your debit card. Now, I'm not too sure what your bank's rules are, but I think most of them are the same. If you purchase something with your debit card, you do not have the same protection that you do by using a credit card. And I know this from experience because my mom ordered something. Now, this is the key word here. She ordered something. This was not fraud. She ordered it on the internet. And since it was... Go ahead, buddy.
You have a great day.
You too. So since it was intentional, it was not considered fraud. Therefore, they would not reverse the charges. But they would allow you to fill out a form to see if you could get your money back. So, my cautionary tale to you is, if you're making purchases, especially from the internet, online, and you're intentionally doing it, be careful and read the fine print so you don't get caught in something. Because if you're using your debit card, you will not have the same luxury of canceling something and send it back as you do with the credit card. Maybe the best thing to do is to have a credit card with like a, I don't know, $2,000-$3,000 limit on it that you can use to do things like that with, okay? I don't have a credit card. We got rid of our credit cards 25 years ago. I'm a cash man, okay? And my life is much better for it. I'm a much richer man. So I think if that's one thing I could tell young people these days, don't do it. Okay, don't do the credit card thing. Not unless you're responsible enough to pay it off every month. Because I've heard a lot of horror stories. I may have been one of them horror stories 25 years ago. Not anymore. And one more thing that you probably don't think about is recurring charges on your account, okay, on your checking account. And it's good to review your bank statement once in a while to make sure. I have a few recurring charges that I pay. A lot of it has to do with my photography and my hobby. I switched over this year on the Adobe photography plan to yearly so I could save some money. So I only pay once a year, but I was paying like $10 a month. I have a Zoom account that I pay, I believe it's $18 a month, but I use it about three times a month for meetings that I do, the Photographers Roundtable, the Cookeville Camera Club board meetings, and the Camera Club Council of Tennessee meetings. We do those pretty frequently, so I use that $18 recurring charge. Let me see, do I got any others? Yeah, Amazon Prime, there's one for you, okay? Now, we order frequently from Amazon, mainly me, and having the Prime account allows me to get shipping very quickly, free shipping, and for the most part, free returns. I've never had any problems returning an Amazon product. In fact, if you go back to one of the videos, day 6 maybe, or day 7, in the description of the video is a link to an Amazon video I watched. You know what? I'm not going to make you go back and look for it. I just put a link to that video again in the description of this video since I already mentioned it. But it was pretty cool to see what Amazon does with their returns. Well, I am finished talking for today. These videos tend to run 20 to 30 minutes when I'm doing this, and I find that it makes my walking go by quicker. And talking to you about things, I just love doing that, coming up with new subject matter, and I hope you do too. Okay, I hope it doesn't bore you too much. But anyways, I'm on my third lap, so I've got to complete this lap and then one more, and then when I get finished at the end, I'll give you the statistics for day number 10. Okay, that was day number 10, and this is July 1st, 2025. It says that I did 5.28 miles. My average pace was 20 minutes, 0.21 seconds per mile. Burnt 1,400 calories, more or less, and the duration was 1 hour and 47 minutes. Now let's see how many steps we got in. And today's count is, for this walk, is 10,612 steps. So I made my 10,000 steps for today, and I feel pretty good. So we're gonna head on to the house and have a cup of coffee and find a little breakfast. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.